So today I will be showing you how to make a gingerbread man. You will need 5 colors of yarn. You will use the taupe for the skin color of the gingerbread man itself, and you will use red, black, white and green for embellishment. So today I'm using Michael's Impeccable yarn, soft taupe, and I will use the black yarn for the top hat. I will be showing you how to make. The red yarn I'll use to make the scarf and the berries, and the green for the leaf. The white is for the frosting on top of the hat. You will need a pair of scissors, 8mm eyes, some stitch markers, and a needle to sew in your ends and so. So let's get started. You will also need some polyfill. So to start, you will make a magic ring. Into your magic circle, you're going to put 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull the end of your yarn, not the working yarn, to close your loop. Place a stitch marker in the last stitch made. So that's round 1. Round 1 you should have 6 single crochet in the magic loop. For round 2 you're going to put 2 single crochet into each stitch, and at the end of round 2 you should have 12 single crochet. Remove your stitch marker and put 2 single crochet into the last stitch. This pattern is worked in continuous rounds. So this is the legs. So from here to, from round 3 to, so from round 3 to 4 you're going to do 2 rounds. And at the end of round 4, you're going to attach your white. So let's do 2 rounds. And you should have 12 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's round 3. We're going to work one more one more row in the color taupe, in your skin color, before you join your white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Before you complete the stitch, the last stitch, you have 2 loops on your hook. You're going to get your frosting color, which will be the white, and you're going to make a slip loop. Place the slip loop on your hook and pull it through the 2 stitches to complete your round. So for round 5 you're going to do 1 row of white. So make sure we pull that tight. So we're going to do 12 single crochet for round 5 in the frosting color. So 1, 2. Do not cut your taupe color because we're going to use it again. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So do not finish off the last stitch. You have 2 hoops on your hook. Drop the white yarn and you can cut your yarn here. So let's get our, we're going to cut our yarn. Pick up the taupe color. So before you do that, let's tie the 2 ends together. So we're going to tie the 2 white ends together to secure. And you just put 2 knots, okay, and then you're going to put it down into the leg. You don't need to trim that off. So we're going to pick up our taupe color. So let's put all those ends in the legs. So we're going to take off your stitch marker, pick up your taupe color and continue crocheting. So we're going to continue crocheting. We're going to continue crocheting from row 6 to 12. So we're going to do we are going to do 12. We're going to do from 6 to 12. We're going to do 7 rows. So let's continue, and you're going to work with your taupe color from here on until you get to row 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to work on this off camera and I'll reach you back at the end of round 12. So I finished my 12 rows for my first leg. For your first leg, you're going to fasten off. So you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, fasten off, and cut your yarn. And you can take your tapestry needle and weave in your end for this leg. For your second leg, you're going to repeat the same thing as you did for your first leg from row 1 to 12. When you get to row 12, you will not fasten off. So go ahead and repeat row 1 to 12 for your second leg. Do not fasten off, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 12. So I finished my 2 legs, so we have it here. So we are going to join the first leg. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Join, single crochet to join, and we're going to single crochet on the second leg 12 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, let me show you that again. So I have 3 stitches, so I do 3 chains, and I'm going to take my hook and single crochet into my second leg to join. So that's 1 single crochet, and you're going to continue doing 11 more single crochet. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we come to our chain 3. We're going to work in the front loop of our chain 3 because we're going to work on both sides of the chain. So find your loop that is closest to you and put 1 single crochet into each of those 3 chains. So chain front loop, so that's 1, 2, 3. Continue working on your second leg, 1 single crochet into each stitch. So 1, I think I missed a stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this round where we're joining is going to be round 13. So continue working on your chain 3 space. You're going to work on the other loop. So that was our front loop. We said this is going to be our back loop. So we just work 3 single crochet, 1 across, 2, 3. From here on out, this is going to be where we're going to put our stitch marker in the last single crochet where we just did the last single crochet in the chains stitch. So at this time on round 13 we should have 30 single crochet. So from around 14 to 21 we're just going to go round and round, putting 1 single crochet into each stitch for a total of 30 stitches. So let's try round 14, 1 single crochet into each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we are at our last stitch where our stitch marker is, and we have 30 stitch. So you're going to go, I'm going to work this off screen, my next 7 rows so this will be from row 15 to 21, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 21. So go ahead and do 7 more rows, just single crochet into each stitch, and I'll meet you back at the end of row 21. So I finished my 8 rounds, so you should be at round 21. If you're going to make a gingerbread woman, on this tutorial I'm showing you how to make the gingerbread man. So if you're going to make the woman, you're going to single crochet 1 more row into the back loop. So you do the back, you would work in the back loop, leaving the front loop exposed so you can work and make a skirt for your gingerbread woman. So that's the only difference with the gingerbread man and woman. You just work in the back loop on round 21 to make the skirt, and then the body and the head is the same way, and then you embellish the head of the gingerbread woman in a different way. So I'm going to show you how to make the gingerbread man. So I'm going to continue. So we are on round 22. So round 22, we're going to start to decrease. So we are going to do 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to decrease, and we're going to do the invisible decrease where we only go into the front loop and do a single crochet. So we're going to repeat this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, 2, 3, straight. And this is our last decrease. Place the stitch marker back. So for round 23, we're going to single crochet into each stitch for a total of 24 single crochet. So round 23, you should have 24 single crochet. Round 24, we're going to do 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and a decrease. And we're going to repeat this 5 more times for a total of 18 stitches when we finish round 24. So 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease. I think I missed a stitch somewhere. Anyhow, you should have 18 stitches. Let's count and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 18 stitches. So for round 25, we're going to do 1 single crochet and a decrease, and at the end of round 25 we should have 12 stitches. So 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, a decrease. By the way, let's start stuffing I should have told you that. So you should stuff your legs because sometimes you can't get in there. So you will start stuffing your legs. And as you could stuff as you go. So I got my polyfill and I'm just going to stuff. I'm using a pencil to stuff my stuffing in there. So you should start stuffing before because you don't want to, you know, end up in the dilemma. Sometimes I get so excited and start crocheting and I forget that, hey, you need to stuff this leg. So I got my stuffing in my leg. I'm going to put some in the body and I'm going to continue stuffing as I go just to make sure I get enough stuffing. Sometimes don't stuff too much, especially when you're still crocheting, because sometimes you get your stuffing caught and then it's a mess, you know. So I'll leave it like this for now, and when I finish I'm going to put some more stuffing because my leg is stuffed already, so you see. And sometimes you could feel the stuffing where it's not, and you can go ahead and just use something to stuff. Like I said, don't put too much at once so your hook won't get caught in the stuffing. Alright, so we're going to continue doing. So I just did a decrease. I'm going to do one single crochet and a decrease. One single crochet, a decrease. One single crochet. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Get your stuffing hook. So let me count my stitches, because you see just now my stitch marker drop out. Gotta make sure I have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I gotta do one more decrease. So one single crochet, a decrease. So let's count again and make sure we have 12 stitches. So therefore my stitch marker should be right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I gotta do one more single crochet and a decrease. So that's why sometimes I think it's better to use the yarn, because you don't lose your place. When you lose your stitch, where your stitch marker is, you could end up. So that's why you count your stitches. So this is our gingerbread man is looking so far. We are on round 25. So on round 25 we have 12 stitches. So for round 26, what we are going to do, we're going to continue our snowman, but we're going to start making the head. We're going to put 2 single crochet into each of these 12 stitches, and at the end of row 26 we should have 24 stitches. So 1, 2, so we're increasing into each stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And the last stitch is where the stitch marker is. 22, 23, 24. So round 26, we have 24 stitches. You place stitch marker back in the last stitch. Round 27, we're going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and an increase. And we're going to repeat this until we get back to our stitch marker. And the end of round 27, we should have 30 stitches. Last increase, round 27, we have 30 stitches. So for round 28 to round 35, we're just going to continue putting 1 single crochet into each stitch for a total of 6 rows. And I'm going to work on this off camera for the head. And I'm going to meet you back at the end of round 35. We're going to insert our eyes. We're going to flatten our head this way. And we're going to count from the top 3 rows down to between row 32 and 33. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 35, 34, 33. So insert it between 33 and 32. So what you're going to do, you're going to flatten your head like this and count 3 rows from the corner, 4 rows from the corner, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to insert it in the 5th one. Make sure. Then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want 5 stitches in between the eyes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to make sure we do this evenly. So 5 stitches between the eyes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your next one should go here. So you see that's not even. So what we're going to do, we're going to move it over a little bit. So it should be between row, and we're going to move this one back a little bit so it could be even. So we want 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6, but let's see if it's even on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So okay, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 stitches in between the 2 eyes. So between row 32 and 33, you're going to insert your eyes, and you can look at it and see if you like the placement of the eyes. So if you like the placement of your eyes, if you want it closer, you can put it closer. If you want it, it all depends, but I think this is the best way for the eyes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my back, take my backs of my eyes and put it on. And these are the ones that I get from Amazon. and I'm going to put the back on because I'm satisfied with the placement of it. Okay, so we got our eyes on. We're going to get our tapestry needle and we're going to embroider some mouth onto our little guy here. Seems like I can't find nothing I put down. Sorry. So I'm going to embroider his mouth and his facial details. So I'm going to come down from the eyes, 1, 2, about 3 rows. And I'm going to insert my hook over 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to make a little mouth. I'm gonna So I'm going to do it like that, and I'm going to put it through. Why I do this? So I could tie it off inside the head and you don't have to worry too much about not embroidering the face and tying knots and stuff. So it's better to do it when the head is open. So you're going to, that's his little mouth, and I'm going to go down about a stitch below, 1 stitch below the mouth. And I'm just going to pull it down a bit like this, then go through back that stitch, and that's, so I give him a little smile. I'm going to tie it off inside. My yarn. Also at the time now, I'm going to give him a little nose. So get your tapestry needle with the skin color, and you're going to make a little nose right between the eyes. So I'm going to go over 2 stitches. So I'm going to come right below the eyes, and I'm going to use two of the stitches to create a nose for him. So just want to make sure that I'm in the middle. If you think 2 stitches is too little, I think I'm gonna use 3 stitches. Okay, so this is how it looks. I'm going to, I don't think you can see that very much. Sorry, my yarn came off my hook. So I'm gonna go through it a couple of times, maybe 2 times. And then I want the nose to raise up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back through the front. And what I'm going to do is just make sure you pull this properly. I'm just gonna put my needle through like that and make it so it could raise up a bit. So you can see, let me turn. You're going to see when I finish the little nose. Then I'm going to go back into the head and tie it off. If you want to do cheeks, you can go ahead and do cheeks. I have some pink yarn here. I'm going to just give him a little cheeks. And I have some plush yarn. So the plush yarn to me give it some dimension instead of crocheting some cheeks. And you have that texture also. So right at the side of his mouth, where do you put the cheeks? By the nose or somewhere there. right here I'm going to put the cheeks. I'm just going to put right under the eyes at the corner. I hope you can see this, what I'm doing. Just going to give him some little cheeks. And I did it over 2 stitches. Just run a piece over. So this is what it looks like. Make sure it's even. Then you tie it off inside. So everything is tied off inside. You don't have to worry that they're gonna come loose. That's why I tell you to do this before you. Okay, we're going to put that aside and we're going to continue the head. So we are on round 36 and we're going to start to close up the head. So right now you're going to stuff as you go. So for round 36 we're going to start to decrease. So we're going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to decrease. You're going to repeat this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, decrease. At the end of round 36 you should have 24 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, and we at our last decrease on round 36 and we have 24 single crochet. So you can start putting a little stuffing into the head before the top get too small and you won't be able to put the stuffing in, and you can continue stuffing as you go. So for round 37 2 single crochet, decrease. So 1, 2, decrease. Now we are doing the invisible decrease all throughout the pattern. So 1, 2, decrease, and you repeat this pattern sequence 6 times. 1, 2, 3, decrease. After the you decrease in the 3rd and 4th. 1, 2, single crochet, decrease. So you're doing 2 single crochet and then you're decreasing. 1, 2, decrease. 1, 2, and we are at our last decrease on row 37. Continue to stuff your head. On round 37 you should have 18 single crochet. For round 38 we're going to do 1 single crochet and a decrease 6 times, and at the end you will have 12 single crochet. Round 38, you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, decrease, and you're going to do this all the way around until you get back to your stitch marker. At the end of round 38, you will have 12 single crochet. This is your last time to finish making sure that your head is stuffed properly, because as you can see, the hole at the top is getting much smaller. So stuff as much as you think you need. So this is our gingerbread man is looking so far. So for round 39, we're going to decrease 6 times. I like a good stuff because when you squeeze it, it mustn't get misshaped. So for round 39, we're going to close up the head. So decrease 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fasten off, leave it alone about this. You don't need just to close the top off. They look like 6 inches. Get your tapestry needle and close the top off, weaving in and out the remaining 6 stitches. So we're going to in and out, so we finish with our body and our legs. So we are going to make 2 arms, the arms. So get your main color and you're going to make a magic ring. Into the magic ring, you're going to put 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close your magic ring. You're going to do 3 rounds of just 8 single crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more rung. So from rung 2 to 4, you're doing 1 single crochet into each stitch, and the total stitch is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do not finish off your last stitch. You have 2 loops on the hook. You're going to get your white thread, which yarn, sorry, which is your frosting color. Sorry about that. And you're going to do row 5 with your frosting color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last row stitch, sorry, you're going to do a last stitch, but do not fasten off. Pick up your gingerbread color, skin tone, and you're going to finish off that stitch. You can cut your frosting color, which is, for me, is white. I'm going to tie the 2 ends together so I don't unravel or anything. Okay, going to stick it in there. You do not have to stuff the arms. So from rung 6 to 14, 9 rows, you're going to, this is rounds, this is not rows, sorry. You're just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch, and then you're going to repeat this pattern for the second arm, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 14. So go ahead and just do 9 rounds of just 1 single crochet into each of the next 8 stitch for 9 rounds, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 14. I will work on mine off camera and I will be right back. So I finished my arm, and you're going to, when you finish round 14, you're going to hold the piece together like this, and you're going to single crochet through both pieces to close it. Leave a long tail for sewing. Fasten off. We're going to take our gingerbread man and we're going to put his arms on. Let's thread my tapestry needle. I'm going to put the arm right to the side. So we have 1, 2, 3. About 2 rows down from the neck. 1. So right here you can see. So let me count from the leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. About row 23, you're going to attach his arms. right to the side. You can pin it, use some pins to pin it so you can make sure that they're even. And you got it in the right place. So I got both my arms. Just spin it to the side and make sure it's even. So this is what your gingerbread man look like, with his arms, his legs, and everything. We're going to sew the pieces on together. And you use your way of what you like sewing best. I normally, what I will do to sew, I'm gonna turn my piece this way, and I'm going to grab one stitch from the body and go through the arms. Then I'm going to grab one stitch from the body again and go through the arms. One stitch from the body, go through the arms. One from the body and go through the arms. Then I'm going to make a loop, put my needle through and fasten off. And just to make extra security, do another fastening off. And you could weave your, sorry guys, weave your end of your yarn through your body. Cut the remaining, and you do the same thing. I think I was out of frame, so I'm going to show you again how I do the stitching of the arms. Just to make sure I'm in the right place. So here I go. Through the body. Pick up a stitch through the body and go through the arm. Through the body, through the arms, through the body, through the arms. This is how I sew my arms on. Through the body. I mean, most of my body, when I'm making amigurumi, that's how I stitch. And then I make a loop, put the hook through, the needle through, and I'll secure it twice. And then just weave it into the body. And ta-da! We're all done with our gingerbread man. We just have to do the embellishments now. I'm going to show you how to do the, I'm going to show you how to do the frosting for the head. And I'm also going to show you how to do the hat. But if you don't want the hat, you can just leave the frosting alone on top of the head. Also, I'm going to show you how to make a little bow tie for his neck. So let's get started. So for the tie around his neck, you're going to do a chain of 55. So I did my chain of 55. The second chain from hook, you're going to put one single crochet. You're going to single crochet into each chain. So you should have 54 chains. and you're just going to single crochet down the entire chain. So this is just making a long, like a long scarf, but of single crochet. So you can make it as long as you like. I'm doing this because I'm going to make a bow tie scarf around his neck. So this will be tied into a bow around his neck. So I did 55 chains, and then I turn, and I'm going to work from the second chain from the hook, 1 single crochet into each stitch. At the end, you're going to fasten off, cut your yarn, and weave in your ends. So I'm going to weave in my ends. So just weave it back into the stitches. So we're going to take our gingerbread man, put his little red scarf around his neck, make sure it's even, and you're going to make a little bow tie. If you choose to leave it like that, you can. So this is what it looks like. So let's make his hat. Grab your black yarn, make a magic ring. Into the magic ring, you're going to put 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close your magic ring. Round 2. So for round 1 you have 6 single crochet into a magic ring. Round 2 you're going to increase into each stitch for a total of 12 stitches. Unfortunately, the black yarn you will not be able to see, but I will guide you to tell you everything that I'm doing. So 2 single crochet into each stitch. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 stitches on round 2. We're going to put our stitch marker so we can see when we are coming to the end. So for round 3, we're going to increase 6 times for a total of 18. 1, increase, 1 single crochet, increase into the next. 1 single crochet, increase into the next. 1 single crochet, increase into the next. 1 single crochet, increase. 1 single crochet, increase. So for round 4, we're going to work in the back loop. So you're going to put 1 stitch into each stitch for a total of 18 single crochet in the back loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we are making our little tap hat. So we are going to work, so round 5, we're going to do 4 more rounds. So we're going to work 4 more rounds. So from 5 to 8, round 8. So 1, and you're going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch around for 5 more rounds, and I'll meet you at the end of round 8. So we come to the end of round 8, and this is what we have. So we're going to start increasing for the brim. We're going to do 2 single crochet, 1, 2, increase. And you're going to do this 5 more times, and at the end of round 9 you're going to have 24 single crochet. So 2 single crochet, 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, and we're going to do an increase into the last stitch. So for round 10, we're going to continue to increase. We're going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put my stitch marker back, and we're going to increase. At the end of round 10, we should have 30 stitches. 1, 2, 3, increase. So we are getting a gradual flare. If you notice, you see what it looks like. So repeat that until you get to the end of your stitch marker, and I'll meet you back at the end of round 10. Last increase. We're going to fasten off, and we want to do an invisible fasten off because we don't want our hat to have that. So we're going to cut our yarn, pull it through, grab your tapestry needle, and do the invisible. So we're going to go to the next stitch, put our hook, and so we have a smooth transition. Go down, and then you could fasten it off inside. Because this is a ornament, if you want to make it for a plushie, some people, for this my ornament, I am going to glue the hat on. If you want to stitch it on, some people glue it on. You can use this and make it a plushie. Use plush yarn and make it into a big gingerbread man. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to take my green yarn and I'm going to do some embellishment on my hat. So let's put that aside. I'm going to take my hat and I'm going to do some embroider leaves on it. So like that. And I go through back the hat, go right to the where I started, pull it, do the same thing, go through here. I hope you can see. Pull it, and that's my leaf. I could do 3 of them. Going to do 3. I'm going to fasten it off inside. So here is my 3 leaves for my hat. I'm going to tie it off inside. Cut my yarn. And I'm going to take some red. If you had red plushy yarn, you can use that. I'm going to show you something with the brush. Some people cannot do the French knots. I'm going to show you something with the red plushy yarn. You can use the red plushy yarn to make your little berries on the hat. So you don't have to use the French knot. I use the French knot for my hat. So I find the plushy yarn, you see, you just do like that. You don't pull it all the way, and there you go. You have your little berry. If you want, you can do another one. I always do things in 3s. So you see, and I'm going to put one more right here to finish it up. So you see, just fluff it up a little so they could look like individual berries. So that's using the plushy yarn. If you know to do French knot, you can go ahead and use the red yarn to make your berries. But this, a lot of us are using plush yarn, and that's another way of embellishing your amigurumis. You can use the plush yarn. So you see here, I use the plush yarn for the cheeks, and I use the plush yarn for berries. So if you want, you can just leave your little guy like that. The one that I made, I did not put any frosting on his head. But if you want the frosting, I'll show you how to do the frosting. Let's make some frosting for a gingerbread man. So make a magic ring. In a magic ring, put 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull your circle to close it. Round 2, so round 1 is where you put 8 single crochet in a magic circle. Round 2, you're going to increase in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you have 16 stitches in round 2. So for round 3, we're going to increase 8 times. So for round 3, you're going to do 1 single crochet and an increase into the next stitch 8 times. So 1 single crochet, increase 1, 2, 1 single crochet, increase. At the end of round 3, you're going to have 24 stitches. Round 4, you're just going to single crochet into each stitch for a total of 24 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have 24 stitches. We're going to do, so I'm trying it on to make sure. So we're going to do one more round of 24 and then we're going to start making our ice cream drips. Or icing drip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we want to have a little, you see our hat started to curve a little bit, like a little bowl. So we're going to make like some, you know, like when the icing is dripping, we're going to do some of that. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So we're going to start working on some drips. So we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to work half double crochet. So we're going to skip 1, 2. In the third chain, the second chain from the hook, that would be the third chain. So you're skipping, so the third chain from hook, you're going to put 1 half double crochet. So that's 2 half double crochet, 3 half double crochet, 4 half double crochet. So we're going to have something that look like that. Then we're going to skip 1 single crochet and single crochet into the next, like that. We're going to do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Half double crochet in the third. So this is the first, second, third chain from the hook. 1 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is what it looks like. I hope you can see. Then we're going to skip 1 single crochet here and single crochet into the next. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3 single crochet, and we're going to, into the next stitch, we're going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, slip stitch in the same stitch. So we have this. The next stitch, single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 chains. In the third chain from hook, we're going to put 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in the next. So basically we are putting 1 half double crochet into each chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 half double crochet, skip 1 single crochet into the next. So this is what our ice cream drip I keep saying ice cream or icing drip look like. We're going to do 3 single crochet, so that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3 double crochet into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 3, chain 2 and slips it into the same stitch. We're going to single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3. Into the next stitch you're going to slip stitch and fasten off. You can either leave a long chain to sew it on if you want, but I don't want to sew on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some glue or some hot glue. So I'm going to cut my yarn, fasten off, weave in your ends, or if you don't want to weave in your ends, you're going to be placing this on top of your sew like this. This is what it looks like, and you just make sure you pin it onto the head so you know where you want the drip to land, you know. So when you do, so you can leave your gingerbread man like this, or you can put the hat on with the frosting, or you don't have to put the hat on with the frosting. The first one I made, I did not make frosting for the one with the hat. So I make some with just the hat on without the frosting. So I show you to make the frosting. So I'm going to zoom out a bit. So here is my gingerbread man with his little red tie. And this is the hat that we made. So you can either put the hat on like this, and this is what it will look like, or you can put the hat on without the frosting. So this is what it looks like. Either way is fine. The first one I made it without the frosting and just put on the hat. So I made some with the frosting alone without the hat, and I made some with the hat but without the frosting. So we're going to take her gingerbread man. I have my glue gun here already warm, and we're going to, let's pin this so we can know where to, that it's where we want it to be. So you see frosting dripping. So I'm going to start to glue, put some hot glue on my frosting and just stick it down. I'm gonna move this aside so I finish with my gingerbread man. I'm just going to apply some hot glue and stick his frosting down. I used to stitch every frosting, and I said, you know what, I could use my hot glue to stick this down because this is an ornament, and you know, it looked much neater than sewing, because all you need is a little bit of glue to, and you can put some in the top so it would stick that middle part down. Sorry, I put some at the top so I could stick the middle part down. Here, this is the part I should have weaved that in. I decided that I'm not going to weave it in. I'm just going to put some glue and stick it down. Just be mindful you don't get burned. So you see this. Okay, just hold it down a little bit until it sticks. Put some at the tip here. Holding it down and let it stick. So I'm going to leave my gingerbread man. I'm not going to put his hat on, but if you want the hat on with the frosting, you can go ahead and right away you can go ahead and just apply some glue and stick the hat on. But I'm going to leave it without the hat because this one I'm making without the hat, but I show you how to make the hat just in case if you want to put it onto your, but you can put your hat like this to the side, you can put it like this, however you want it. I prefer it to the side. So I'm just going to pin it and show you what it will look like. So this is our gingerbread man, all finished gluing. I finished gluing the entire thing, and that's how it looks. So guys, I hope this tutorial was easy for you to understand, and if you have any embellishment and so on, you can put 3 buttons normally. Also, I will take some black yarn and I will just make some French knots or I could glue some buttons, some black buttons. If you have black buttons, you can glue some buttons down his belly to make some buttons. If you have black buttons hanging around, you can use black buttons because this will not be for a toy. But if you do decide to make it for a toy, just make sure you don't put any buttons where kids could. You can just put some. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just make this yarn, something. Just going to show you. I'm going to do some X. Just going to, so you see, I'm going to just do like that. I think I'm going to put about 2. So there you go. You can do that if you want, but if you have lots of buttons and you want to put some buttons, you can go ahead and glue some buttons on. So I'm going to tie this off. Sometimes I also do some French knots. So there you go, gingerbread man all finished with his little X's. And this hat, if you want to put the hat on or you want to leave it without the hat, you can do that also. Okay, because this is an ornament, you can attach some string here at the top. If you have any string, I'll see if I could get some string or ribbon. So I'm going to attach something for them to hang it with. So I have some small piece of ribbon here. I'm just going to go through the top of the head. If you want, you can do this before you put on the icing. So I'm going to take my hook and grab it. Also, at the same time, I will just put my label on. When they receive it, they could take off the label. I put the label and the price on this. And then I just put a little tie at the top. Make sure you take a lighter and cinch the ribbon so it don't come loose. And this is our gingerbread. Gingerbread little boy. I have these little Christmas tree. They come in all different type. I have Christmas tree. I have the Santa Claus, the bear. I have this. Last year what I did, I took the arm and I put like one of these inside the arm like that. So you see, you can, the possibilities, endless possibilities. You can put that, glue that in the arm. You could glue the Christmas tree, but I'm going to leave him like that. So this is our finished gingerbread man. So if you do like this tutorial, you think you make one of my gingerbread boy, please share it with me. You can share it on my Facebook group page, Classy Handmade. And so here is his hat. So you have the pattern for the hat. If you want to make him without the ice cream, you can just make him with the hat alone. So this is what it looks like. So thank you for joining me. I hope you like, share, and subscribe for more. Until next time, bye.